Hey everyone, in this episode we are camped at Timothy Lake South RV Resort. That is in eastern Pennsylvania, pretty close to the Delaware Water Gap, also not far from Mount Pocono, and not far from the New Jersey state line. I'm going to get Beth out to hike on the trails. And in this episode I get back out on the Appalachian Trail to hike a section I've never hiked before, from the Delaware Water Gap crossing into New Jersey and up to a glacial pond. So this is right behind our campsite. That's actually our chairs, and the deer just wander right up. This is Pinell Falls. This is a giant cairn garden that hikers have built alongside the trail. Nowadays it's all for decoration. Many years ago, this is how they marked the trails. All right, we got to pay for all that downhill now with some stairs going up. So the wall is weeping here. All right, guys, so we completed the red trail here, which is the longest trail. And while it's only about 2 miles long, it's quite the workout because you are going up and down steps at quite a bit of the time. Anyway, when you come out, there's no re-entry, but you can stop here and get food, souvenirs. Also a free Native American museum here at Bushkill that depicts the Lenape Indians' history. They lived in southeastern New York, New Jersey, parts of Delaware, and eastern Pennsylvania. And this was a replica of one of their longhouses made out of elm and birch bark. These things could be as long as 20 feet wide and 60 feet long, up to 24 people living in them. They lived in them for over 1,000 years. They were in this area. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good hike, huh?
Great hike. The best.
right, so what'd you think of Bushkill Falls?
It was absolutely fantastic.
And a really good hike. A lot of steps though, right?
No, a lot. Quite a few.
Waterfalls, 8 waterfalls. They were really beautiful. So.
Yeah, everything, the scenery, the trail itself, everything was perfect.
Yeah, so I'd highly recommend it, guys. It's only $15 for the walk.
But when you're getting onto the trail, make sure you go to the right. And you'll find out why when you do that.
Yeah. If you take the red trail, if you go around to, when you enter, it's a loop. So if you go to the right, we think it's better than to the left, only because of the amount of steps that you're going up versus down. So 1,267 steps on this hike. And I think you get more downs if you go to the right than if you go to the left. But absolutely beautiful trail. And if you can go on a weekday, it'll be a lot less crowded. During a lot of the trail, we didn't have many people around us. And that when you're up in the front section, there's more people, but as you get going down the trail, it's much less people, especially if you're there during the week.
Somebody not happy you're here. You hear him? He's telling everybody.
Hey everyone, another day, another hike on the Appalachian Trail. Life is good. Today I'm out at the Delaware Water Gap in Pennsylvania. I'll be hiking across the Delaware River and into New Jersey. This is an out and back hike for me today. I was able to find parking just next door to the Deer Head Inn, which is right there. And there were plenty of spaces here. This is a Thursday in June. All right, so the weather is perfect for hiking today. I'm expecting temperatures only to rise up to about 70 today. Maybe a little cooler up on top of the mountain as I get up there, but it's only in the high 50s right now. Perfect weather for hiking. Just to let you know, the first part of this hike going across the Delaware River is going to be a little loud because there's going to be a lot of traffic noise. But as I work my way up to the mountain, that should abate. I think I'm walking right beside Highway 80. I'm not positive about the highway number, but I am going to be walking beside a highway for the first couple miles here. So if you want to do this hike and not park where I park because you don't want to walk across that bridge, yeah, you don't have to. You can park here at the visitor center. I think there's also going to be parking on the trailhead just up ahead before I leave the highway here and go up into the mountain. But I did it because I haven't hiked on any of the Appalachian Trail in Pennsylvania before. So now, even though it was just a very small part from the Delaware Water Gap to the state line in New Jersey, I can say I have done it. All right, so this is what I'm looking forward to ahead. I think I'm climbing up this mountain. It's pretty steep. I'm not sure if you can tell from the video, but yeah. I think it's gonna be about a 1,200 to 1,500 foot climb, but we'll see. So there was somebody here offering trail magic, but as a day hiker just starting out, I didn't take advantage. So there's more through the through hikers. All right, so my phone is telling me I'm at 380 feet here, which is probably fairly accurate. I want to see if I remember at the top to see what the phone tells me I'm at. So it was pretty cool last night. I think it got down into the upper 40s. Pretty cool for snakes. So I'm watching these sunny areas because I know they like to come out in the trail where it's sunny like this and lay on the trail, and there's a lot of rattlesnakes here. All right, guys. I'm huffing and puffing a little bit coming up this hill, so I'm not in that great of shape. I'm not using my hiking sticks right now because I'm trying to get back in shape. I'm coming back from an injury that kept me off the trail for a while. And all right, this is my no shame plug. Please consider subscribing to my channel. We have lots of hikes on there. My whole Camino series from walking the Camino de Santiago is on there. And we're currently making our way up the Main, hiking and exploring and adventuring along the way. We hike, we camp. Yesterday we did Bushkill Falls. We also have visited Savannah, Charleston, Williamsburg, Virginia. A lot more to come, especially when we get some of the beautiful scenery that you see up in Maine and Nova Scotia. So please consider subscribing and following along. So if you've been following along and you saw my hike, I guess it has to be 5 or 6 days ago in the Harpers Ferry, that constant drum of the cicada locust, notice there's none here. So we're farther north than they go, I think. All right, if you started in Springer, I guess, 1,300 would be here. All right, guys, this is the camping area for thru hikers only, supposedly. They do have a bear box here also, and if you're wondering how to open it, because you reach in here and you push up to open it. I guess bear can't do that, so that's why it's bear proof. And you can put your food in there overnight. All right, so we're coming up on Sunfish Pond. It says it's a 41-acre glacial pond, one of the 7 natural wonders of New Jersey. So let's see what we got here. All right, Sunfish Pond, South Overlook. All right, let me see if I can get this chipmunk. Just skittered across the trail. I see him, but I don't think he's going to show up on the camera yet. There he is. Oh. He skittered back into the woods. Yeah, this is really tight here. I make a little noise because I don't want to come up on a bear where the trail is this tight. Really pretty flowers up here. All right, western overlook of the lake. Now the water here is really clear. I think this is going to be my outbound stopping point for today. All right, guys, so this is lunch. Turkey sandwich, peanut butter and honey crackers, a chocolate snack pack pudding, and yes, I did pack out a beer. So there's a bunch of little fish out there, about up to about 5 or 6 inches long. Guys, starting back now. Probably not much filming on the way back unless I see some wildlife or something remarkable. This is where I put away the camera and more or less just enjoy this part of the hike. And I'll have a recap for you when I get back. And I'll have my relive video. As you come down off the mountain, you can see the foliage changed. All these ferns and everything down here. Guys, back from the hike, 11.2 miles altogether. And I'll run the Relive app. It might say I did a little less because I forgot to turn it on until I was in the middle of the Delaware River on the bridge. Really good hike. The rocks can be brutal at times, but I finally got a little elevation in and really enjoyed the hike. I'll run the Relive app now and you can see the video. There's a lot to do in this area. We haven't even gotten into the Poconos yet. We won't get there this trip, only because we can only do so much in 3 days. But there's a lot more to do that we haven't done, so we would definitely come to this area and we would stay here again.